Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back again for another video today. Keith here from Come On The Hoops. If this is your first time viewing the channel, if you could press that like and subscribe button below, it will be appreciated on the video. Let's talk about three players that could be leaving Celtic this summer. The Brendan Rodgers stamp, as I call it. At the end of the day, we all know players come and go in the window. This is what happens. Players that are not contribute to the level of brilliant success, being consistent, maybe injury prone, not to the sharpness that we expect. And players went out last season on loan because their attitude was appalling, like Hakšabanović. He went to Stoke. But we're going to talk about these three players in proper depth. The first one is Mikey Johnston. A lot of fans have lost hope in Mikey Johnston, let's be honest. It looks like when he went to West Brom in January, he went on that loan stint. He played 18 games, 7 goals, some absolute crackers in the English Championship. Unfortunate to lose out in promotion in the promotion semi-final. But Southampton get them a good whooping, to be honest with you. And Mark Hendry of Football Scotland and the Football Insider as well have broke the story this morning that West Brom are interested of re-signing Mikey Johnston on a permanent. Now, the problem is with West Brom is they're looking to clear out the wage bill. They don't have a big wage bill like some other English Championship teams. And the case of Mikey Johnston is he's 2 years left in his Celtic contract. And the reports are that Celtic are putting a price tag on Mikey Johnston of 6 million. I think this is quite laughable, to be honest with you, because at the end of the day, yes, he's 25 years of age. He has experience of winning so many trophies with Celtic, playing European football with Celtic over the years, and he's a Republic of Ireland international. I don't think we're going to get near 6 million for Mikey Johnston. I would take 3 million. If I had my way, I would offer Norwich Mikey Johnston and 4 million for Adam Ida. That would be the deal for me, personally. I think the whole pressure of Mikey Johnston playing for Celtic, coming through the youth academy, Brendan Rodgers put so much high expect on him to do so well. He had his chance around Christmas time, scored a couple of goals, and then he was offloaded. He wants to play first team football. That whole chapter with him and Celtic has to be ended as soon as possible. I've been one of his biggest critics over the years. I think he's done well at West Brom. I was delighted to see him score them goals, but there was a part of me that was like, you know what? It's done and dusted with Celtic. That chapter is done now. So I hope he goes in the summer. I hope we even get a fee between 2 to 3 million for him. I think Celtic are in a good position with 2 years left in his contract, in his mid-20s. Played well in the Championship. Why not? I think he's a Championship player in England. And let's see how this develops over the next couple of weeks. The window is not open till the 1st of January, folks. So Celtic have the time in their hands to start clearing these players out, start agreeing pre-contracts. There's loads of time. There's going to be many time over this summer where players are going to be linked to come and go. But the next one is Gustav Lagerbielke. Look, this is from an article of a Swedish outlet. Basically, Lagerbielke came out and said yesterday to this outlet that he's still under contract with Celtic. There were clubs interested in him in January, and there is clubs interested, but he won't give too much information away. He's also said that he's learned joining Glasgow Celtic, he's learned the experience of not playing, that's challenging times, and he doesn't really want to go into in detail. He wants to play first team football. And the club that's interested him at the moment was the club that was previously interested, that was on record, is Lecce. Lecce of Serie A. Is it a case with Lagerbielke with 4 years left in his Celtic contract? Are Celtic going to sell him and take the hit, or maybe even getting 2 million for Gustav Lagerbielke? It's a guy that I rate. I watched these highlights. I thought he done well against the likes of Feyenoord. He scored that goal. It just doesn't suit Brendan Rodgers' style of football. Nawrocki is a better option in Rodgers' eyes. Welch is a better option. So he is down the pecking order with the likes of Karabashi. I think Celtic will probably go out in this window and get another centre back. So if it's a case that we recuperate some sort of money off Gustav Lagerbielke and he goes to Serie A, it could be a chance that they might take a loan option, because he was close to joining them. The only reason he didn't join Lecce in the last window is because Carter Vickers got injured towards the end of the window, and Celtic kept him as an option because we had a bit of a defensive crisis in the previous window. So I wish Gustav Lagerbielke the very best. I love to see him stay at the club and fight for his place personally, but if he's rotting away and he's not getting them chances, even if when it's coming into pre-season, he won't even start games, you got to move the guy on for both parties. At the end of the day, we want to move forward as a club. We need to have players that are playing. Yes, he could be fighting for sure, but is he not suiting the manager's tactics? There was reports that Brendan Rodgers didn't want this player. The scouting department picked this guy out from Ellsberg, and we got him. The next one is Sead Hakšabanović. Now, this is a guy that frustrates me. At the end of the day, he was on Stoke last season. He played 21 games for Stoke. It's a guy that we brought in from Rubin Kazan a season and a half before that. And I had high hopes about him. Very skillful, very pacey, very good at finesse shooting. But his attitude at the start of last season, he played 2 games, put out this Instagram post basically showing firing shots at Brendan Rodgers at Celtic, and a couple of days later he was offloaded to Stoke. He scored 1 goal for Stoke. Now he has 3 years left in his contract at Celtic, and the reports from the Gazzetta dello, which is an Italian press, sports journalist press, that the Palma of Serie A are interested in signing Hakšabanović, a fee up to 3 million quid. Let him go. Let him go. I don't want, or rather, Nicholas Cohn. At the end of the day, if his attitude is stinking and he doesn't want to be at Celtic, he doesn't want to be in Glasgow, and he went to a club like Stoke, that just shows the ambition of him. Just shows the ambitions. Just let him go to Serie A, and I wish him the best. Simple as that. Because we need to clear these players out, like the James McCarthy's. Clear out the wage bill. It's frustrating to be talking about these lads. It really is frustrating. Yet they have the attributes, but it's having the mentality there. It's having the passion to play for that shirt. And if they're not willing to go all the way and be idolised by the fans and put the shift in and win medals and play European football for Celtic, sorry, Bob, go. Not worth it. Not worth it. Cut a loss in this. But look, at the end of the day, if we get 3 million for them, it'd be pretty decent. Serie A is on the up. It's doing well. Palma are a really good side. They've won the UEFA Cup back in the day as well. So why not? Why not? So let's see what happens regards to them 3 players. Once there's more players linked with the exit, I will be back on the channel. Speak to you all soon, folks. Let us know what you think of Mikey Johnston, LAGERBIEKLE, and Hakšabanović. Speak to you all soon.